I don't think it comes as a surprise to anyone that a lot of players come to Apex because of the movement. Titanfall was widely praised for how amazing and fluid their movement was, and a lot of that has transferred games. Granted, we won't ever see wall running in Apex outside the Halloween game modes, but that hasn't stopped Apex from gaining a lot of very unique and interesting movement techniques on its own. Over the years, we have seen movement techs come and go. When Apex first came out, we had bunny hop healing so that you never had to stop or slow down no matter who you were. The infinite balloon glitch that helped Mendo set his world record by being able to fly around the map non-stop. And now, more recently, we have stuff like tap strafing, super gliding, punch boosting, and now Caustic's ult, super glide, super dash, whatever you want to call it. And this is causing some huge issues with Respawn and the player base. So hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8-Second Gaming, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down everything that's been going on with Respawn lately and go over why I think it's bad news for a lot of movement-based players. And if you guys want to stay up to date with all of the Apex Legends news, tips, tricks, and more, you'll definitely want to smash that sub button to know when we post new videos. We do daily uploads. But now let's start off with the big one surrounding movement, and that's Taxi2G getting banned recently because of his abuse of the Caustic Alt Dash. For those that don't know what I'm referring to, this is where you pull out Caustic's ultimate and use the animation to dash forward using inputs, and then you get a massive burst of speed because of it. I'm not going to go any further into detail on how to do it because this is leading to bans, and I don't want to be the one responsible for you feeling the wrath of Hideout's hammer. So let's just leave the explanation at that. But this led to Taxi being banned on not one but 2 accounts. After that, he tweeted out a bunch of stuff, including "Thanks for keeping Apex a fair and fun game for all," with a picture of his ban message. This caused a bunch of replies from other Apex creators and a ton of the community as it picked up more and more traction. Some were in support of him and some were not, but that led to another tweet from Taxi saying, "So many haters surprised I, the movement connoisseur, used a glitch that makes you move a bit faster. Like what? Of course I'm gonna use movement mechanics, it's fun." And also another tweet that said, "I don't get why people think alt dashing is any different than sending Octane jump pad to the skybox, or jitter aiming, or punching with no cooldown off a zipline, or inspecting Mastiff to shoot as fast as you can click. It's how I always played the game, and it's nothing new, just Snowflake era." And that is the tweet that threw gas on the fire, prompting other professional players and tons of community members to respond. People like TSM Reps came in saying that the ban shouldn't be permanent, but he definitely deserved a ban for bug abusing and ban evading, reminding Taxi that he didn't just do it once or twice, it was every game and every chance he could. There are hundreds of responses on Taxi's tweet, but the ones that really caught my eye were the ones that pointed out pro players like Imperial Hal and Rogue using Rampage glitch on stream and not suffering any consequences. That was back before the Rampage got disabled, where you could infinitely charge it up with a thermite. They showed how to do it on stream and showed a bunch of people how it was done, and they had no repercussions because of that. And a bunch of other tweets pointed out the fact that all the players that were abusing the new KP system to kill farm and boost to higher ranks only received temporary bans. None of them were permanent. So currently in the game, if you abuse a bug to get a little bit of movement after a Caustic ult gets pulled out, you get a permanent ban. But if you abuse the new rank system to climb into Predator, you get a temporary ban. Some of it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm getting very worried right now because this alt dashing or alt super glide is a bug. I'm not saying it isn't, but almost every other movement mechanic is a bug. Wall bouncing, super gliding, punch boosting, tap strafing, even PC players being able to move while looting a box is a bug. So if they are cracking down on one bug with permanent bans, what does this mean for the future of movement in Apex? Are we just never supposed to find new movement techniques in fear of being banned? And what counts as a bannable bug? What doesn't? The line is very blurry, and I don't think even Respawn themselves know at this point. And it doesn't just stop there. Respawn has sent out clarifications to users competing in the ALGS tournament this weekend, stating that players may not repeatedly melee sloped terrain in order to achieve a higher than normal boost in velocity, aka repeatedly punch boosting while on a hill so that you get massive speed bursts. So this means you can still punch boost, but not over and over. What counts as repeatedly? How many times can you do it in a row before it's bannable? A lot of the rules are very vague and leaving a lot of leeway when it comes to interpretation. So am I worried about the future of movement in Apex? Absolutely, especially if they are limiting the movement that can be done in ALGS, the highest form of gameplay we get. Every little advantage you can get in ALGS matters, so taking away something as simple as punch boosting does seem a little weird to me. And don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about this. I don't consider myself a movement player whatsoever, so the limiting of movement doesn't anger me. It's just the wording and the approach that they are taking that rubs me the wrong way and has me worried about how they will handle future violations. But what do you guys think? Are you happy that they're taking away movement tech? Do you think Taxi deserved his permaban, or should it have been a temp ban? What do you guys think about all this craziness going on? Leave a comment down below and let's see how other people feel about this. And if you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new, please remember to drop a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming and I will see you in the next one.